Hi, I'm Dr. Roadhouse, and I want to introduce you to our patient, Mike Mullins. And Mike came in originally for ADD, our ADD program, and along with that, we found that he had memory and recall issues, and also a lot of inflammation. You were swollen, unable to lose weight, and you also had a series of blood clots that continued to, you never knew when they were going to hit, and you just got those. And so anyway, why don't you just kind of talk about, the ADD, the recall, the inflammation, and then, the blood clots. Because you've been in the program, what, 3 months now?
Approximately
Yeah,
3 months.
approximately 3 months. Okay. And he was referred in by his father and stepmom that both went through the program for different things, and they got great results. So then they wanted you to come in because you've tried a lot of different things and nothing was really improving for you.
Nothing improved at all.
Okay.
Actually, getting more worse.
Okay. So why don't you just kind of talk about the ADD and the recall and all that?
Well, the ADD part was pretty significant, and I had no recall whatsoever. At times, I would just lock right up. With the program was definitely straightened that part of it out, and
What about like impulse and control and all that? I mean,
impulse control was probably my most severe thing that I recall.
Yeah,
out of it.
that was one of the
And
determining factors,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
And how's that doing?
The impulse is way almost night and day difference.
Okay, good. And then talk about the recall.
The recall, it would last for usually about 2 to 3 months before the treatments, and after the treatments, like seconds.
Okay, and we're just 3 months because I told you to take you 6 months to get through this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
in the 3 months, we've made great improvement that way.
Miraculous improvement.
Okay, and you had a lot. What about sleep? How was your sleep?
My sleep was broken. I might sleep really hard for 4 hours, and then I'd be awake, and then I'd fall back to sleep, and you were always fatigued.
Okay, so you had energy
I
issues.
sleep through the night.
Okay, you're sleeping good now. You're waking up refreshed. I mean,
Feel
I wish
a lot
we'd have
better.
done a video on the beginning because your colors change, your eyes are bright, and plus in the process of doing all this, the inflammation's gone down. And how much weight have you lost?
I'm gonna say 2 to 3 pant sizes.
Okay,
Almost.
so
It's been very dramatic.
yeah, and so you didn't even come in for that, but that's the process of going through, finding out what was keeping you inflamed, and getting the swelling out of there. Okay, so what about, we talked about talk about the blood clots, about when you came in, how big your leg was.
When I came in, my left leg was twice the size of my right leg, and it had the blood clots in it.
And you've been getting treated for that for quite some time.
I was in and out of the hospital 3 times with them on 3 different occasions. And only the third time I went in, they realized that it was on the arterial side,
Okay.
which meant that it couldn't get back to my heart, which we were very concerned with
Right.
for the other 2 visits.
So by the time that you came in to see us, they had you'd been on the medicine and everything, and your leg was still big.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
swollen
with
and
the
hard.
orphan and cumin and whatever you want to call it, they're both the same thing, I believe. It was controlling it somewhat, but it didn't improve it really.
Yeah, and the leg was staying. So all we did was, do all the lab tests that we did on you. We found what was keeping you inflamed. We avoided those things, and we gave you natural supplements. Plus, we did the neurological work on you. And since that time, if you take 3 months that you've been in here compared to how many years you've been having problem, obviously there's a
I've
huge
had
difference.
various problems, and with this leg as well before that,
Right.
which may have contributed at some point from sports and what have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, my left knee has always been an issue.
Okay.
But
And so,
not in the swelling size.
yeah. So the swelling. Yeah. So the swelling size. you know, they had done everything they could for you. They gave you all the medicines and stuff, and it still was big and it was still
Yeah, it
hard,
wasn't.
right?
It wasn't right.
Yeah. Okay. So then
I mean,
it
it
just
some of the symptoms were better, but that was about it.
yeah, the symptoms were better, but it was still big and
Right,
swollen.
very large, hard,
Okay.
swollen.
So in 3 months, you know, the
Miraculous.
improvement there has been great, and we didn't treat that. You know, the clot, we
Yes.
were just treating everything that showed up
Everything
on the
else.
labs, and then that's that's like the icing on the cake, and
Yeah,
so
it
is
was
the
like
weight
a
loss, right?
big benefit, you know,
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, and we
The weight loss was like, you know, I mean, it was like I was just bloated and then I wasn't.
yeah,
You know, I'm
yeah.
pretty fast. Too.
Yeah, and it was just so much inflammation that you had and stuff. And so, you know, you came in for the ADD, mostly some memory issues, but that was the main thing.
Mhm.
And then you had the byproduct is, you know, you've slimmed down, the inflammation's
I've
going
slimmed
down,
down. My memory's better. My recall's definitely better.
and your sleep.
And my sleep is
Yeah,
way better.
yeah. Now, how about any stomach stuff? Did you reflux or anything like that?
I had that, but that was years ago.
Okay, but nothing
Nothing
recent when you
really.
came in.
I did, you know, I don't think that was just an
Okay.
issue at the time. It
Yeah.
had been in the past,
Yeah.
you know.
But it wasn't when you came in here and stuff like that. So that's pretty good results for 3 months then.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, what we'll do is, you know, we got great results right now, and we'll try to. I know that we're busy, and we got all these patients. It's hard to get in because we wanted to get you in the beginning to do one so we could show the difference and stuff. But you know how time flies, and we're busy, and we can't always get. So I do appreciate doing
This
this
is probably
one.
the busiest man I'm seeing around in the doctor's office ever.
Thanks. Well, I like to be busy because when I'm busy, I get to help people. All right, so we're going to check back in with Mike in probably 2 or 3 months to see how we finish up with him. But in the meantime, he's had great results in a very short time. And you remember when you're in, we did the evaluation, and we said, you know, that when you come in here, we're going to make sure that you're a candidate for the program. You have to have all the markers and all the parameters. And I told you we're a candidate, but I told you it's not going to be easy, right? Remember that?
Yes.
Because it's a lot of work on your part, and if you don't do it, that's why I made sure before I accepted your case that you were fully committed, and you were. And I appreciate that, because if you're not
appreciate
committed,
you.
this will not work. So we'll check in with them again soon. Thank you. Thank you.